Hello friends, most welcome to my YouTube channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. So in the last video we have completed question number first from exercise 2.1 in which we have seen how to find out values of trigonometric functions for various given angles. Now let us try to solve the question number 2. In question number 2, we have to state the signs of this trigonometric function. 3 examples are given to us. So first we will revise the part which we have seen in the first video and using that we are solving this example. So we know that x-axis and y-axis divide the plane in 4 parts. Each part is called as what? Quadrant. And we have seen that in first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive. In second quadrant sine and its reciprocal cosec are positive. In the third quadrant t means what? Tan and its reciprocal cot are positive. And in the fourth quadrant c means what? Cos and its reciprocal sec are positive. Just simply remember that ASTC, all student takes coffee. So now here this angle will be equal to what? 0 degree. Here we will get 0, then here we will get 90 degree. So 90 plus 90, here we will get 180 degrees. 180 plus 90, here we will get 270 degrees. Again 270 plus 90 will be equal to 360. 360 plus 90 will be equals to 450. 450 plus 90 will be equals to 540. 540. So remember that to check whether the signs of this trigonometric function, we have to check that this angle lies in which quadrant. If the quadrant is known to us, easily we are able to identify whether the sign of that trigonometric ratio is positive or what? Negative. So try to understand how to solve the first example. So here what is the given angle? 380 degrees. So 380 degrees is greater than 360 and less than what? 450, means it lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. So 380 degree is greater than 360 and less than what? 450 degree. Just from this figure easily we can observe that this angle is greater than 360 and less than 450. Greater than 360 and less than 450 means it lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. So here we can say that therefore 380 degrees lies in first quadrant. First quadrant. And if this angle lies in first quadrant, and then in first quadrant we know that all the trigonometric ratios are positive, means definitely value of tan will be positive. So therefore tan 380 degrees is positive. Hope the method to solve these examples are very clear to you. To find out the sign of the trigonometric ratio, first we have to find out the quadrant. Once the quadrant is known to us, easily we are able to check that the trigonometric ratio is either positive or what? Negative, using this result ASTC, all student takes coffee. Well, here see in the second example, what is the angle? 230 degree. Now here we can observe that 230 degree is greater than 180 but less than 270. So here we can say that this angle is greater than 180 but less than 270, means we can say that it lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. So therefore 230 degrees lies in third quadrant. Lies in third quadrant. And if the angle lies in the third quadrant, at that time which trigonometric ratios are positive? Tan and cot are positive. In the third quadrant tan and its reciprocal cot are positive, and here we have to find out sign of which trigonometric function? Cot, and we know that in the third quadrant cot is positive. So therefore cot 230 degree is positive. It's positive. Now let us try to solve the example number 3rd. Here we can observe that the given angle is 468 degrees. Now easily we can observe that this angle 468 is greater than 450 and definitely less than what? 540. So this angle is greater than 450 degree and less than what? 540 degrees. Means it lies in which quadrant? It lies in second quadrant. So that's why we can say that this 468 degrees lies in second quadrant. Second quadrant. Once the quadrant is known to us, easily we are able to find out value of or sign of given trigonometric function. Which trigonometric function is there? Sec. But we know that in second quadrant, S means what? Sine, and its reciprocal cosec. These two trigonometric ratios are positive. Which two trigonometric? Sine and cosec are positive, means remaining four trigonometric ratios are negative, means sec is what? Is negative, because in the second quadrant only sine and its reciprocal cosec is positive, means definitely the remaining trigonometric ratio means sec is also what? Negative in the second quadrant. In this way we have completed question number 2. Now see the question number 3. In this question we have to state the sign of cos 4 radian and cos 4 degree. To state the signs of this trigonometric ratio, first we have to check that these 4 radian and 4 degree lies in which quadrant. Once the quadrant is known to us, we are able to find out the signs of this trigonometric function, means sign of cos. So first we are trying to find out that 4 radian lies in which quadrant. So 4 radian is equals to check whether it lies in which quadrant, first we are converting this radian measure into degree measure. So to convert radian measure into degree measure, we have to multiply to it by 180 degree upon pi. So which is equals to 4, keep it as it is, into 180 degrees also as it is. Pi can be replaced by its value 22 upon 7. So which is equals to 4, keep it as it is, into 180 degrees also as it is, into 22 upon 7 is divided. If we are multiplying, it will become 7 upon 22. Now remaining part is simplification part. So 2 2s are 4 and 2 11s are 22. See what we'll get here. 2 into 180 will be equal to 360. 360 degree into 7 divided by 11. So which is equal to, let us try to find out this product. 7 into 0 will be equal to 0. 7 6 are 42. 4 carry 7. 3s are 21. 21 plus 4 will be equal to 25 divided by 11. So let us try to find out this division. Divided by 11. 2520 divided by 11. So will be equals to, so here 11 2s are 22. So here remaining subtraction is 3. Again here 11 2s are 22. So here remaining difference is 10. Keep this 0 as it is. 11 9s are 99. So what result we are getting here? Quotient is 229. Remainder is 1 and divisor is 11. So degrees, this is the value of what? 4 radian. Now observe the value of 4 radian is what? 229 integer 1 by 11. So means its value is 229 point something. So means 229, can I say that it is greater than 180 and less than 270? So here we can observe that this implies that 4 radian. 4 radian means what? 229 integer 1 by 11 degrees. So this value is greater than what? 180 degrees and less than what? 270 degrees. Means we can say that 4 radian lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. So therefore 4 radian lies in third quadrant. And in third quadrant, value of cos is what? Negative, because we know that AST, T means what? Tan and its reciprocal cot are positive in the third quadrant. Means definitely cos is negative. So this implies that cos 4 radian is negative. So sign of cos 4 radian is known to us. Now we are finding sign of cos 4 degrees. So we can observe that 4 degree is greater than 0 and less than what? 90 degree. Means we can conclude that 4 degree lies in first quadrant. So therefore 4 degree lies in first quadrant. And in first quadrant all the trigonometric ratios are positive, means cos also positive. So this implies that cos 4 degree is positive. in this way we have got the sines of what? 4 cos 4 radian and cos 4 degree, which is the first part of this example. And what is the second part? Which of these two function is greater? Now let us check which of these two function is greater. Here cos 4 degree is positive and cos 4 radian is negative, means positive value is always greater than negative. So we can say that cos 4 degree is greater than cos 4 radian, and in this way we have got the solution of second part, which function is greater. So here we can conclude that cos 4 degree is greater than cos 4 radian. Now see the question number 4. In question number 4 we have to state the quadrant in which theta lies using the given condition in the example. So before solving this example, let us revise some important result which we have seen using standard unit circle. What we have seen in using standard unit circle, that value of x coordinate is the value of cos theta and y coordinate is the value of what? Sin theta. Using this condition we are trying to find out that theta lies in which quadrant. So observe the condition in the first example. What is given condition? Sin theta is less than 0. So well, means it is given to us that sin theta is less than 0, means it is negative. So sin theta is negative means we can say that y coordinate is negative, isn't it? So y coordinate is negative. This result we have got from the given condition that sin theta is less than 0. Now we are trying to find out sin of what? Cos theta. If once the sin of cos theta is known to us, means we will get sin of what? X coordinate. So let us use the second condition here. So first I am converting this tan in terms of sin and cos. So tan theta can be written as sin theta upon cos theta. Keep this greater than 0, means keep this given condition as it is, inequality as it is. Okay. Now here we can observe that division of these two number is greater than 0, means is positive. And we know that division of two number is positive only both the numbers are what? Positive. If both the numbers are positive, division is positive, or the division is positive if both the numbers are what? Negative. Means sign of both numerator and denominator are like means both are positive or both are negative. At that time only division is what? Positive. So here also division of these two number is positive, means we can say that both these numbers are of like sign. Like sign means both are positive or both are what? Negative. But it is given to us that sin theta is less than 0, means sin theta is negative, means numerator is negative. If numerator is negative, means definitely denominator is also what? Negative, because their division is positive. If division of both the numbers, means numerator and denominator are negative, at that time only division is positive. Here according to given condition numerator is negative, means definitely denominator is also becomes what? Negative, because their division is positive. So this implies that sin theta is less than 0 and cos theta is also what? Less than 0. So if cos theta is less than 0, means x coordinate is negative. If x coordinate and y coordinate are negative, so we know that theta lies in which quadrant? Third quadrant. So this implies that theta lies in third quadrant. Now using the same method, let us try to solve the second example. Observe the condition in the second example. Cos theta is less than 0 and tan theta is greater than 0. This is given condition. So cos theta is less than 0. Cos theta means what? X coordinate. X coordinate is less than 0, means cos theta is less than 0, means x coordinate is less than 0. Less than 0 means what? Negative. Now let us try to find out sin of y coordinate using what? Sin theta. So we are converting here tan theta in terms of sin and cos. So tan can be written as sin theta upon cos theta. Here also we can observe that division of these two number is greater than 0, means division of these two number is positive. And we know that division is positive only both the numbers are of what? Like sign, means both are positive and both are what? Negative. But here we can observe that this cos theta means denominator is less than 0, means what? Negative. Denominator is negative, means it implies that numerator is also what? Negative. So this implies that cos theta is less than 0 and sin theta also what? Less than 0. And if both sin and cos are negative, means x coordinate and y coordinate are negative, it implies that theta lies In which quadrant both the coordinates are negative? In third quadrant. So theta lies in third quadrant. In this way, we have completed both the example from question number 4. So first we will solve the question number 6 and then we will solve the question number 5. Say already we have proved some important result. If coordinate of one point in a plane is given to us, then how to find out values of all trigonometric ratios. So in that case, we have denoted the coordinate of the point by what? X and Y. From this point we will get, from this coordinate we will get distance of the point from x-axis and distance of a point from y-axis. Means from the coordinate we will get two sides of this triangle, and if we are able to find out third side of the triangle, then we know that, or if we are denoting that third side by what? R. At that time sin theta is opposite upon hypotenuse, means y upon r, and cos theta is adjacent upon hypotenuse, means x upon r. Using this result we are able to find out value of sin theta and what? Cos theta. Once the sin and cos is known to us, we are able to find out values of remaining trigonometric ratios also. So here let us denote that point by P. So let P has coordinate. What is the coordinate? 3, -4, and O be the origin. O be the origin. And I am supposing that this OP makes how much angle? Theta, with positive direction of x-axis, and theta is angle made by OP with positive direction of x-axis, So therefore R is equals to, R is nothing but distance of this point from the origin. So this R can be found out as under root x square plus y square. Just we are applying distance formula. So what is distance formula? x2 minus x1 whole bracket square plus y2 minus y1 whole bracket square. x2 minus x1 means x minus 0 is what? X square, and y2 minus y1 is what here? Y, because y minus 0 will be equal to y. So y square. So which is equal to, so here x will be equals to 3. So 3 square plus y is equal to -4. So which is equal to under root 9 plus square of -4 is 16. So which is equal to under root 25. So which is equal to 5. So once the value of R is also known to us, and this implies that x is equal to 3 and y is equal to how much? -4. Once all these values are known to us, we are able to find out values of our trigonometric ratio. So therefore sin theta, what is the formula to find out sin theta? Y upon r. So which is equals to, what is the value of y here? -4. -4 upon r. R is equal to 5. Cos theta is equal to x upon r. X is nothing but 3 and r is equals to 5. Once the sin and cos is known to us, tan theta can be found out as tan theta is equal to what? Sin theta divided by cos theta. So what is the value of sin theta? -4 by 5, and cos theta is 3 by 5. So which is equal to 5 will get cancelled, -4 by 3. Once these three trigonometric ratios are known to us, by taking reciprocal we are able to find out values of remaining three trigonometric ratios. So tan theta, reciprocal of tan is what? Cot. Means reciprocal of tan means reciprocal of -4 by 3 is -3 by 4. In this way we have got the value of cot theta. Taking reciprocal of cos, we will get sec theta, means sec theta will be equals to 5 by 3. And lastly, by taking reciprocal of sine, we are able to find out cosec. So reciprocal of sine is what? Means reciprocal of -4 by 5 is -5 by 4. In this way we have got the values of all trigonometric ratios, isn't it? So, and question is also to find out values of all trigonometric ratios if the coordinate of a point is given to us. So now see the question number 5. In this case we have to evaluate, means we have to find out the value of given trigonometric expression. Such type of example already you have solved in class 10th also. So very easy examples are there. What is the value of sin 30? Replace it by its value 1 by 2. Cos 45 will be equals to 1 by root 2, and tan 180 will be equals to what? 0 degree. So 1 by 2 keep it as it is, plus 1 by root 2. Here irrational number is in the denominator. To rationalize the denominator, we are multiplying to numerator and denominator by root 2. See what we'll get. 1 by 2 plus, here 1 into root 2 is root 2, and in the denominator root 2 into root 2 will be equals to 2. Check whether denominator of both the terms are same. So take the addition of numerator. What we'll get here? 1 plus root 2 divided by 2. In this way we have got the value of first expression. Let us try to solve the second example. Cosec 45, we know that cosec 45 will be equal to root 2, and cot 45 will be equal to 1, tan 0 will be equal to 0. So what result we are getting? Root 2 plus 1, or it can be written as 1 plus root 2. Now see the next example, example number 3rd. Now substitute the value of sin 30. Sin 30 is equals to 1 by 2 into cos 45 will be equals to 1 by root 2, and tan 360 will be equal to 0. And we know that 0 into any number will be equal to 0. In this way, we have completed first 6 examples from this exercise. Remaining example we will discuss in the next video.